Get in, nerds. We're playing Victoria 3. We're still working at realizing France's natural borders, but we're moving closer and closer. Netherlands seems to stubbornly be not getting into debt, which means we might have to actually just take Luxembourg. But for now, we don't need to necessarily consider that. We have a very large investment pool still, and our current project is basically making sure that our economy can tolerate the switch over to steel frame production once we're at the point where we can fully convert to that. Do I have enough? I don't have enough authority to do a decree to build faster. Whistle stop tour. This is a whistle stop tour for the Party of Order. Screw 'em. Give more momentum to my primary party, thank you very much. Although the Republican Union's got really low momentum, which I'm not excited about, even a little bit. With that having been said, since the intelligentsia and the industrialists align pretty closely at this point, I'm hoping that their combined small government ideology penalty, large overall amount of clout, and aligning with the emperor will help with things. We're also getting ticking loyalists per month, which is really nice. And actually, I'm tempted to drop taxes to increase the amount of loyalists per month we get, but I don't want to go buck wild with that. Would be nice. Our rad bonus is pretty low because we have cultural exclusion and freedom of conscience. So I don't want to have too many fluctuating standard of living. I think we can get done with bankrolling. So they don't want to be a protectorate of ours. I don't need to bankroll you anymore. Netherlands is pretty antagonistic towards us, even though relations are pretty good, which is interesting. Prussia's taken more territory in northern Germany, but at the same time... Sorry, I should have read that event. This is going to be new in this run for us, because this is the first time I've played a colonial power on stream, but I've got instants, and they're working. Still going to continue to colonize these areas as much as I can. What if I puppeted Morocco? Oh, I have claims in some of these areas. Hold on. Morocco, you didn't tell me you were an expansion target. Okay, not Al Rif. But I have a claim on Fez. I have a claim on Marrakesh. And I have a claim on Inner Morocco. Oh, that's wild. Maybe we'll do some more expansion in northern... Oh, and I have a claim on Tunis as well. That's wild. What about these states in Tripoli? No. Okay. Well, Belgium can wait. We're going for Tunis. The temptation is so strong, friends. Oh, God. Actually, we're going to be quiet for a second here. Because I realized I made a mistake. I'll come back and look at the election results. Funny story, I ran myself out of water by not getting new water between episodes. Alright, election, what do you got? That was good. Very good. Alright, how does it feel? How much does it hurt? You know, it could be worse. We're back to contested. Oh, that's a shame. That's a darn shame is what it is. Alright, let's get serious here. Do I want to go after all of Morocco, or do I want to go after just Tunis? I think the next step's going to be, I mean, not all of Morocco, but virtually all of Morocco. I think that's going to be where we're going. Colonization of Sahara is complete. Wonderful. We still don't have access to air yet, but we're getting there. So how can I... Oh, my ruler is still technically a child. He's 19. From ruler trait child, but I don't have that anymore. Heck. 2 Sicilies. Why are you going bananas over here? Are we going to have to fight 2 Sicilies? Desperate measures. Concerns about the well-being of Emperor Henri Bonaparte have been increasing throughout the country after his lack of public appearances. His spouse has tearfully confessed that no doctor seems to be able to cure him. I've tried everything, but his illness comes from the inside. No broken bones and even a sore throat. I'm afraid we'll have to switch to other methods, and a good friend of my cousin, he was able to cure her. He was able to cure her, just snapped his fingers, read her future in the cards, and voila, she was just as fine as when she was young, happy, full of life. So we can say, nonsense, a real doctor should treat him with proper hypnosis. Catholic Church gets mad, 33% chance he loses his psychological affliction. It's worth a try, 15% chance he loses his psychological affliction, or an experimental treatment has been offered by the philosophy department. Cool, 50-50 shot, let's do it. Hey, it worked. Has he stopped being a child at 19? No. Ooh, this shouldn't. This is a bug. This is a bad bug, friends. He's 19 years old. He doesn't have the child trait anymore. That having been said, let's remove this consumption tax on wine and use our authority to suppress somebody. I bet we could get the petite bourgeoisie out of here. If we took... These are still privately owned. Oh, that's right. We unlocked steamships. Oh gosh, we got some production methods to deal with. Oh, state atheism, interesting. I guess that makes sense. Into public trams, that would be terrible. Okay. Go for covered markets. No, that would be terrible. Arms industries. Smooth bores. Motor industries, some of them are on water tube boiler. The ones in Rhineland. Let's go to hand assembly. We want to keep employment at maxed out for now. Gosh, are we still having that hard of a time getting our glass market sorted out? Yeah, we really are. Gorsh, Shaggy. Yeah, the House of Bonaparte is still cementing itself. Some point of it. Okay, time for brass tacks. How long? 5.2 infamy here. 7.8 infamy here. So together that's 5 plus 8, which is 13. We're not going for Al Rif. We're going for just that and Fez. So we had 13 to 8. We get 21. We get 21 infamy. So we need to be below 4 infamy in order to make this happen. And I think realistically we want to be as close to 0 as we can be, because I think we're going to try to add the 2 secondary demands to the primary. And that's going to just get us straight up to 25, but that'll be okay. It won't necessarily be a problem. On the other hand, tasty, tasty Brussels. I would like to get some tasty, tasty Brussels. Delicious Belgium, chomp, chomp, chomp. Is this good? This doesn't seem good. I don't know what this icon means. I wonder if it means radicalism? Turmoil. It's got to be turmoil. And Flanders. Oh my goodness. These places are in extreme turmoil. We need to save them. Through force. So here's the rubber rush event. Rubber has been successfully grown in French Kenya. The fragile nature of these trees and their difficult-to-meet conditions has made this achievement exceptionally important. The Amazonian rubber monopoly is finally over. Those beautiful trees have decided to grow elsewhere after multiple unsuccessful attempts, those stubborn little things, and now it is our duty to end those greedy tycoons' empires. This place seems to be the most effective. Normally there's another option that gives you more attraction elsewhere, but here's where they are. Tragedy, rural folk. I can't believe you've done this. Sadly, there's no way to change Henri Bonaparte's interest group. Because it would be rad if we could just be a party of the rural folk, but it is what it is. British Raj is importing our steel, which I'm not ridiculously pleased about. We built 5 out of 20 of our glassworks. So I think we're in a position where we can convert a few more of these construction sectors. We'll go all the way down to Ile-de-France, but we won't get there. Oh, either. Our finances are still doing excellently. I'm not sure why they keep going up, but I'm not unhappy about it. Our consumption taxes are providing us with a huge amount of revenue here. We're a little short on bureaucracy. So I think I'm going to queue in a few government administrations. I know I'm putting in yet more government administration, but I need it. I need it so bad. I think we'll intersperse it with these glassworks here. Why do I do interspersal? It might be because it's the most efficient way to do things. Or maybe it's just because it looks nice. Can this be done with a button? We'll never know. Perfect. And I'm just building out a bunch of those. Now that we've got steel frame buildings, I wonder if I can build the Eiffel Tower. I can. This gives 100 prestige, urbanization, infrastructure usage, global 1% throughput. Oh no, it's just 1% throughput for itself. Let's do it. Journal entry about this? La Belle Epoque. Guess not. Or with infamy, 5.6. And there's a revolution in Belgium. Let's see. Radical Belgium versus Belgium. That's okay. Oh hey, the springtime of the people's finally ended. Hooray. Still getting a certain amount of radicals. On the other hand, standard of living is inching upward, so we're getting loyalists from that. Alright. Let's... There we go. That's good. Prussia's in it. Well, now I want to fight them just to fight Prussia, but I'm going to try to restrain myself because we're going to need to eventually conquer this situation. So we continue to build up our glassworks. I know this is a little dull, but we're just kind of full steam ahead on glass and government. I'm hammering government because we're trying to get ID documents, and then once we get that, if we've got the capacity, we'll go to a higher level of home affairs. Home affairs will make it easier to keep control of the country. I'm also thinking about, like, currently our welfare payments are pretty low, so I'm thinking about increasing Social Security. We only have about 650,000 people unemployed right now. So I'm thinking Social Security will be... Hey, labor movement. There it goes. So I'm thinking that's going to be the next thing I increase. Spain. Oh yeah, that's right. I rivaled you a long time ago. Great Britain is colonizing Equatoria. I don't know where that is. We've got a good, solid reserve of cash to fight with which to fight wars now. This battle has occurred, so we'll see where this goes. Currently, the Prussians are winning. I guess that's not shocking. The Prussians were always going to be the victors in this conflict. So how's the market looking? Gosh, our market for dyes is still pretty low. Arming the natives. We discovered that Great Britain has been arming the Adaki natives to impede our efforts to conquer the region. The Adagi natives have never welcomed our presence, but without the means to mount a truly effective resistance, we have paid little heed to their objections. The addition of British munitions into the equation comes with a frightening possibility that we must face them on equal terms, which de-escalate, reduces colonial growth, or, if they want to fight, they'll get it. Let's do it. With that having been said, how are our relations with Britain? Oh, terrible? Well, they'll continue to be. We're rivals, I think. Now, you consider me to be your rival, but I don't consider you to be my rival. That's wild. Cool story, Brit. Another fight happening in Belgium. I don't know why our future subjects are so angry at each other. Netherlands is damaging relations. Netherlands. I can't believe you've done this. It's a Belgian peasant revolt. Guess that explains why Prussia stepped in. We're going to need to do a lot of work once we get in there. But it is what it is. I think if I can get the petite bourgeoisie below 4%, they'll fall back into marginalized. And that will make me very happy. Guglielmo Presbitero. I probably butchered that name, but it is what it is. I'm not a great name pronouncing person. I try my best. I'm better with people I know. But, you know, when I'm just doing it off of paper, it's just hard. Ooh, Sweden wants a trade agreement. Sure thing, Sweden. I would be very happy to trade with you. Yeah, I think most of our growth in revenue is actually from consumption taxes here. And no, it's got to be part of incorporating this territory. Yeah, there it is. Oh, we finished identification documents. That's just lovely. I'm going to go with more welfare payments here. Sigu. Nope. That's a defensive pact I can do without. Let me see. Where are we here? I think we got another couple of years. But then the House of Bonaparte will be cemented and everything will be hunky-dory. Meanwhile, as our infamy steadily decreases to 0, we slowly gain yet more and more capacity to attack Belgium. Lexingjan, a traditionalist. Interesting. Wonder why he'd be exiled from Qing, unless Qing is trying to reform itself. They get the masses' conservative agenda. I didn't even know there was a diplomatic play. Gosh, I wasn't paying attention. What did Russia take from Sweden? I don't know. Well, hopefully this sorts itself out pretty soon. Maybe not too soon, though. I could go for one more year without a problem. We're going to see. I might need to go up to a level of infamy where I'll actually be infamous in order to do this, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, things are going better in the glass front. Let's make a big flip over. We'll grab just Ile-de-France and Corsica. Is Corsica incorporated? It could be. It's not currently. So that has, of course, completely goofed up our glass market once again, but that is what it is. Free market, are you building chemical plants at all? Only a little bit? Yeah, we're on the highest method we have access to for producing explosives. Ah, yes. We have. Part of our problem is we've got too much fertilizer. Ching, have some fertilizer. We're using the number 1 primary method. Yes, yeah. Let's do it. We need more liquor. In fact, liquor is probably very affordable now. So we can export some of that to Sweden. And Austria. And, nope. Alright, cool. Gold rush. I'm going to go with spread the word. Because my money situation is doing really well. Okay, hold up. There's a lot going on here. So, Great Britain wants Middle and Lower Egypt. Oh my goodness, that's a big play. But it's a good time for them to be doing other things as we move forward towards our adventures in Belgium. So, the French dream. The story has been making the rounds about a miner who struck it rich and became the wealthiest man in his town. People in French Guiana are beginning to live beyond their means, convinced they'll all become rich soon enough. Did you see his new house? The dining room is all paneled and framed in pine and finished enamel white, with furniture of teak. An imported chandelier made by some obscure artisan whose name no one can pronounce again. And all of it comes from the mines, all of it. Can't be that harming. Extra standard of living, or all that is gold does not glitter. This is Guyana. I'm not too worried about it. Let's go with the first one. This one reduces standard of living, radicals from standard of living decreases, but I'm not that worried about it. It's Guyana. So we got the rubber mastication technology. That does not unlock anything that be useful to me. It's vulcanization that gets us the rubber techs. Right now rubber doesn't do much. So, anyway, it's time for some Belgian adventures. Belgium. Guinea Wallonia. Belgium. Give me Flanders. And will this add infamy? Yes, it will add infamy. But we're doing it. I need to have both. Get the boys together. I'm going to not put anyone on fronts right now immediately, because I want to see how things play. Because right now Great Britain is our most likely sort of problem here, and they're the ones who are likely to get into a situation. So if no one joins up, I don't necessarily need to immediately worry. Rubber discovered in the Niger Delta. So this is this event. This is going to come up every time we discover rubber. So I'm just going to hit this button and not talk about it. And there's gantry cranes. So that's our new naval method, and that'll matter later. So right now nobody is willing to be swayed, but that's okay. We're a little bit over our infamy limit, but we're going down by 5 per year. So hopefully it won't be too much, and we'll get done with that by the time... Oh, because that's... They're having revolt. I was like, why am I losing all these trade routes? And it's because they don't have a port now. Anyway, the primary thing is to keep an eye on this situation. Prussia is likely to lean the other way, and if Prussia leans the other way, then we'll have to fight. But should be an easy situation. All right, so we've completed civilizing mission. We're well on track. Let's go with breech loading artillery. Oh no, we've already got breech loading artillery. Huh. Alright, well, production tech's beckon then. Let's get dynamite. Please tell me I'm on shrapnel artillery. I am. Okay. That was nearly a problem. I was nearly very upset with myself. Great Britain has decided to continue its adventure in the Middle East and not bother me at all, which is very good. I'm going to continue to not bother them while I get scrappy with Belgium. And hopefully that will be just fine. Austria has chosen not to mobilize. That's really okay with me. So now that the diplomatic play is moving towards being ready to go, I'm just going to put my large armies on the front here, We'll grab a couple of small ones just to close out any small gaps in the front which should arise. And that will be a pretty easy, straightforward, short war. And then after that... Does Belgium have any territory outside of Belgium? I don't know. Alright, everyone has decided to stay where they are. So this should be a pretty short war. I'm not going to worry about it too hard at all. We're still a little infamous, but we're going down even as we do. If I don't win the war too fast, then this infamy will go all the way down to below 25, and then I won't have any extra radicals from Conquest. And that would be just beautiful. 2 arms. Just gonna watch our first battle here. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, they put the king in charge. That's gonna go well. That's gonna go well for you, Belgium. It's definitely gonna work. You can do it, Belgium. I believe in you. Just kidding. I don't believe in Belgium. I want them to lose. Get wrecked, Belgium. Stomp, stomp, stomp. I am France. Je suis Napoleon. Sorry, this old weird internet meme about time travel. Excellent. We're up to Home Affairs level 3. We're up to Social Security level 3. It's going to cost us a little bit of cash. Not that much, though. Are we going down in unemployment? By a chunk. By a chunk. Wonderful. That's actually really good. Victory. How's our construction queue going? Oh, my goodness. Construction queue's basically at the end. Drop speed a little bit. I'm gonna put some more glassworks in Languedoc. 10 should just use the control key. Oh well. So where does that put us? Still pretty okay. So I'm going to do another 10 levels of steel mills. And where am I going to put them? Ménage. 10 levels there. I'll just quickly intersperse these. Just going here. And those are going the way they are. Alright. And next we're going to grab a few more construction sectors and flip them over to being steel frame. You know what? We're doing the rest. We're doing the rest, and now we've got everything under construction that needs to be under construction in order to maintain our new high construction life. We should probably go with a few more chemical plants. Assuming these are fully employed. They are. No, I'm going to leave that off. The private sector can deal with that if it wants to. Meanwhile, there's a war in Belgium. This is each worth 180, and they're at 372. Sum of 180 and 180 is 360, which means that pretty much once we get them to below 0 war support, they'll be ready to give in pretty much immediately, which I am excited about. I'm hoping that gets going and gets done pretty quickly. They're already at negative 6.5, close to 7 war support per week, and hopefully that will increase as things go on. I don't know why you started not raiding sea lanes yet, but I'm not happy about it. So go ahead and raid some lanes. I'm going to put another army in here just to make sure this gets closed out ASAP. Continuing to win battles here. That's very good. Peace should be secured soon, and with it, the natural borders of France. So there kind of remains this question of, do I still need to be in bad relations with Prussia, or do I not care about them anymore? And I think the answer is I still do care about them, and I want to fight them because, well, let's just say, in the words of Hugh Laurie, if you tried hitting people, it's quite fun. Ah, and they'll accept this peace deal. Give me all your territory. So, let's go ahead and incorporate these areas. Gosh, that's a lot of, freaking bureaucracy. Well, we're going to need some more bureaucracy in order to deal with this. So let's deal with it. I'm just going to put all of these government sectors at the top. Hold on. Low construction efficiency in Normandy. That's very sad. Alright, time to consolidate our construction methods. We'll go to steel frame for our production methods, rather. We'll go to steel frame for construction. Finish out that one last glassworks. Food industries, let's go to sweeteners, canneries, patent stills. Textile mills, we'll go to sewing machines, craftsman sewing, traditional looms. Furniture industries, we'll go to mechanized, precision tools, hand assembly. Glassworks will go to crystal glass, bone china. Tooling workshops will go to hand assembly. Paper mills will go to paper bleaching and hand assembly. Chemical plants will go all the way to ammonia soda production. Where's this? The one in Wallonia. Alright, well, that is what it is. Steel mills will go to Bessemer process and hand assembly. Motor industries will go to hand assembly. Shipyards, we're going to keep it at... You know what? It's time. We're going to steamships. Military shipbuilding. Ironclad. Industrial ports. Steam-powered whaling fleet. Steam-powered fishing fleet. Let's do it. Hardwood, road carts, all this other stuff. Do a doctrine of steam and iron in a second, once we've finished out all of our other stuff. Arms industries, we'll go to rifles, we'll go to smoothbores. Urban centers, we'll go to market squares, gas street lights, personal transport only, free churches. Arts academies, we'll go to realist art, we'll go to bourgeois patronage. Secular administration. I think I switched over to that a second ago for some reason. Probably by accident. For mines, we'll go to nitroglycerin. We'll stay in road carts. Iron, we'll do the same. And lead, the same. Wheat farms, we are a little bit spread out here, but we're going to stay in ox-powered plows. And finally, for military methods, we'll go to skirmish infantry and shrapnel artillery for everything, thus fully consolidating our production methods. So, a doctrine of steam and iron. The introduction of vessels with metal-skinned hulls represents nothing less than a revolution in naval warfare, near impervious to traditional types of shot. Admiral Dominique Matonat assures us that French dominion of the seas will be absolute. While wooden ships with iron men might beat iron ships with wooden men, it sure does not hurt to have the armor on our side. This will make our line of battle invincible, extra defense. Metal bows, metal rams. What could go wrong? Offense but lower defense. Or France rules the waves. I'm going to go with extra defense. I'll be able to win battles. Do a promotion. The Catholic Church wants Brigadier General Cyprien Arquet to get a promotion. I can say he's earned it, or I can get them angry. You know, they're perennially angry. Fine. With that having been said, friends, it's actually been a pretty long episode, so I'm going to put a pin in it right here. We've made our conquests in Belgium. Now all we need is Luxembourg. If the Netherlands ever gets into debt, we'll be able to buy it. If not, we'll have to conquer it. Either way, we'll be fine. We're actually just below the amount of infamy that the infamy threshold to not be infamous. So yeah, everything's coming up. Everything's coming up Bonaparte. It's been a good session. I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I'll see you all on the other side.